It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to a beautiful Friday. And people are running through the studio. Don't run because you make me nervous. Friday afternoon.
She's going to adjust it.
She made me bigger than life. That's good.
Except you got the TV in it.
What TV?
The TV.
Now I got her head in it. And now, no, watch the camera. Don't move the camera. Okay, that's good.
Nice, thank you guys very much. Beautiful.
Don't move
Happy
the
Friday
camera.
to you, Freddie.
Now you got to move it back.
Happy Friday.
Now you got to make it tighter.
Happy Friday.
Now you got to make it tighter.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Show on this fabulous Friday as we continue our conversation. I am so not a morning person. I feel a whole lot better right now as we go into 12 o'clock. Welcome, as Freddie says, to our fabulous world of Friday. It is 12 o'clock. We've been working hard. And I'm very excited that we have Wayne Henry joining us from Dignity Memorial. It's been about 3 months since he's been here with us.
Really?
In person. He's been doing this virtually with us today. First time he's back in studio with his mask, but he's here joining us. We have a full show lined up. I don't know who's even over there.
I have no
How did you
idea.
guys sneak in? When did they get here?
She danced her way across the floor.
I am so sorry. I was answering a text and I look up and I'm like, how'd you get here? So while she's here, we have author Amy Minty joining us with her 5th novel and our celebrity bartender for the second half hour of this show for Strip or Gamble. We'll be talking books. We've got our very own double room bar set up with Casa Mia, Mia's Mixology, and Drinks by Dina. We're very fortunate that we have 2 mixologists in the house, plus Amy Minty. So you don't want to miss that segment. And then 1 o'clock, we've got JC. No, it is not on. And then at 1 o'clock show, I'm going to keep calling. JC Drayson joining us.
And it's really funny because I knew she didn't have a mic on.
Why don't you try saying something?
And I wanted to see how long you're going to continue. You want to start the show again?
No.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Friday afternoon. And all you heard was blah, 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 blah.
We can start it again. So much for editing this for our after hours show for this evening at 6 o'clock.
There are so
Welcome
many.
to after hours at the Brooklyn Cafe.
What the hell are you drinking?
What did
Has
you
the
give
government
me?
start? Listen, we got to get Wayne out of here. We got to start Wayne
What did
early.
you give me?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever you put in this bottle.
Third base.
You put third base in that bottle?
Who's on first?
Oh. Anyway, welcome everyone. Let's get right into the show because I know Wayne is only here with us for a
He has a
little
big
bit.
appointment.
We've got Wayne Henry here from Dignity Memorial. We will start this show over. We've got author Amy Minty joining us. Our celebrity mixologist today. Our bar is open with Gubba Gold and Gubba Silver. We had a new shipment shipped in today. We've got some new coffee that came in yesterday morning. My mic is on, my wand is here. I don't know what you put in my bottle, but thank you very much for playing.
You know, you're really scaring me right now. You're like on super speed. Anyway, Wayne, how are you?
I'm glad Wayne is back.
Hi, great to be here, guys.
Yep.
Is his mic on?
Hello, test.
Now it is.
So great to be here, guys. It's been too long, so it's nice to be in the studio and nice to see the setup. So you're keeping the social distancing and things, trying to keep people safe. I know you've got to do our best to do that moving forward, but really good to be here again.
Wayne, you're so social distance I can't even see you. I know you're out there somewhere.
I know, you're over there somewhere.
But I sort of think I see you.
I'm excited about what Dignity's got going on. I'm excited about the reach. Wayne gave us some really interesting news that one of your contacts in Puerto Rico was watching the show. And Wayne, you share the story. It just shows you how big the reach is.
Yeah, so we promoted one of our events last month. We did an online seminar for Memorial Day that was information for veterans' families. And someone that knows Freddie watched from Puerto Rico, and he joined that online seminar. And I put him in touch with my colleagues, Dignity in Puerto Rico. and he is a chaplain in the military, and they're arranging some events with him and his military colleagues. So that was a great plus from that event.
It's fantastic. I mean, think about just how it's reach. You would have never reached them without the power of streaming.
I didn't even know that they were watching. But I told you that I was getting texts from Puerto Rico. Remember
did.
my uncles and stuff, and they reached out to him.
Pretty amazing, right?
I'm not even surprised.
I'm not surprised, but it really just validates everything that we do. We look at Roku, and we look at our Amazon numbers and say, how the heck did 190,000 homes download our show, right? We thank you that you do, but that's the funniest thing in of itself. But they do it for a reason, and they get information from Dignity Memorial, just like we do with Wayne.
No, it's funny, Wayne. Someone just sent me a text. Was that you?
About what?
I don't know. I get a text from
Yes,
Wayne.
Wayne has an event coming up in 2 weeks.
There's a
Yeah, so
prearrangement.
we've been doing a lot of online events. We are continuing to do that, but we're also trying to put on a lunch seminar just to see, with the restrictions easing a bit. We're putting that on as an option for people. So we've got a free lunch seminar going on Thursday, June 18th, in Coral Springs. So we're doing this at BJ's Restaurant. We've used that before. It's a very large space. So we're able to do it safely, maintain social distancing, to do those things. So people have the option of coming to see us again in person if they wish, down in Coral Springs on the 18th. That's a lunchtime seminar. Or we're doing an online seminar, and we're doing a new seminar. It's called Did You Know, is the topic. Learn all the benefits of pre-arranging with Dignity Memorial. And we're highlighting a lot of things that are maybe not obvious about the process, about what we can offer families. We get a lot of queries from people. Simply, they don't know the possibilities. I'm still shocked to hear that only 2% of the population have prearranged their funeral plans. So that's
How much of the population?
only 2%.
Can you imagine? Only 2% have it done prearranged. And you were telling me that unfortunately, not due to COVID, you just did, what, a dozen?
Yeah, last month I helped 12 different families that unfortunately, their loved one was about to pass away. So we call it an imminent case. So it was really last minute trying to help them put those arrangements in place just before they passed. So that's almost the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is, still nothing's done until the time of passing. But, to put that in perspective, you wouldn't have a 64-year-old meet with their financial advisor to put together a retirement plan. You wouldn't have a 70-year-old look about purchasing life insurance. So it's a similar idea. We plan for a lot of things in our life, but still only 2% are planning their pre-arrangements for their own funeral.
That's amazing
or
to
for
me, Wayne.
their loved one. So still a lot of people just don't know that it's even possible. We got a lot of people surprised, maybe an adult son or daughter, they know that it's going to be their responsibility when their father or mother or both pass away, and they're not aware that they can put those arrangements in place for their parents. There's a lot of benefits of doing that ahead of time. Ideally, you would do it for yourself, decades in advance, and still, if I say something that's maybe controversial or shocking, everybody here listening, watching today is going to die. That's a fact. People don't want to think about it.
You ain't got to remind me, Wayne.
Some people are offended by that idea, but it's going to happen. And what we are just encouraging people to do, just join one of our seminars. It's a free online seminar on the 18th in the evening. You can join us. If you're in Broward County or Palm Beach County, watch the seminar, and then meet with one of our counselors afterwards just to go over specific options you might want to consider. We're actually going to have a meal delivered to your home in lieu of the lunch seminar. So you can get the information, even get a meal out of it. Just know the possibilities there. You'd be surprised, the huge benefits of doing that ahead of time. And we're seeing that again and again, people that are passing away now that did their pre-arrangements 20, 30 years ago. We're seeing a lot of people who have done that decades in advance. There's a huge huge burden that they've not left for their family. You look at what little they paid to lock in the prices 20, 30 years ago compared to what the costs are today. That's what we really want to just highlight to people, that there are huge cost savings. But more importantly, we're hearing from our families is that emotional burden that they've been spared when they know that that pre-arrangement is in place. We're just a phone call away, and we just facilitate the plan that's in place already. They don't have to be making those decisions on top of their raw grief, and they have little or nothing to pay.
The amazing thing to me, Freddie, is that people don't put their plans in place. And I got to tell you, my level of anxiety over all of this, my normal level of anxiety is about here. Now with all of this, it's here. And I know it's one more thing you think, oh my gosh, it's one more thing to think about. But if you can actually have that uncomfortable conversation and start thinking about it and doing what needs to be done, then when the time comes, your family's not dealing with it. And everything is taken care of. Plus the big bonus is you're locking in today's prices for something that hopefully isn't going to happen for many, many, many years.
Yeah, the financial benefits are huge. You're locking in today's price. You're avoiding all cost inflation, and then we can even arrange a variety of different payment options, up to 10 years. So, it's with one small payment for your funeral cost. That can be all locked in, and we offer payment protection as well. So if something were to happen to you before that payment period is over, the balance is covered. So that's another thing that we offer.
Well, you also have that thing you do with businesses, right?
Yeah, so we have a funeral benefit program, so Dignity Memorial Funeral Benefit Program. So any business or organization can join. It's completely free to sign up. And what that does is it gives all of your employees or your members discounts to a funeral. Even if they haven't made pre-arrangement, they get a discount on a funeral, which is really unheard of. There are normally no discounts at all. If someone has passed away, you walk into any funeral home that I know of and say, what kind of discount can you give me? It ain't happening. So this gives a discount, even in that instance, across Dignity Memorial, the entire network, over 2,400 locations nationwide in North America, Canada, and Puerto Rico. But also it gives a great discount for pre-arrangements on top of locking in the prices for the employee, their spouse, and both of their parents, grandparents, children, or members and spouses and things. So that's a great benefit. We've had Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce have joined, several human resource management groups have joined, so it gives all of those companies that are members of that organization, so that's an example. Other national chains like Walmart has joined, so that all of Walmart employees across the country have access to Dignity Memorial.
Wayne, have you seen things change? And we were talking before you came on the show that you're doing some things virtually, you're now starting to do in restaurant seminars. And I asked you, and I was surprised, I said, do people still want to meet in person? You said, yes. I would think, not everyone's they're afraid to, but apparently you're saying no, they want to, and they're coming in with shields and protection.
Well, we're seeing a shift. Some of our counselors throughout COVID have met mainly people in person, where the majority of our appointments have been online. So we've shifted quickly to doing online appointments as well. But I personally have done several in-person appointments recently, where I hadn't for weeks. Mainly meeting people in one of the funeral homes. Some of the funeral homes have like plexiglass things. Everyone has to wear a mask. We're doing social distancing where we can. So that, precautions are there, and we have sanitizer, and, we do that before and after.
And how many people are you now? I saw something like 100,000 people are projected to go to George Floyd's funeral. However, you can only have 10 at your loved ones. Now, this was something I'm sure that probably isn't a true fact, but it made me think, and I wanted to ask you, how many people are we now allowed to do this?
Yeah, so basically the restrictions have listed so we can have 50% normal capacity for a funeral service in the building, any kind of memorial service in the building. So typically what we're doing is we've removed half the seating. We're still asking people to try and maintain social distancing. Masks are required. We do heavy disinfection before and after, and anyone that's shows any temperature or anything any fever or anything that we ask them to stay home. And then we're doing still a lot of live broadcasts of services and things like that for people who can't join. So we're following strictly, the regulations, easing up where we can, but still trying to, be safe as possible.
Got to be safe. And are you seeing a different trend of what people are maybe pre-planning with? Maybe, or is it still as elaborate or simple, or is it still doing what they feel in their heart?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we're offering, so people who have put like a celebration of life ceremony in their pre-arrangement, we're offering to, postpone that later on. Or people who, have passed away and haven't pre-arranged, just doing the basics now, and then we can do an elaborate memorial later on. So that's mainly what we're doing. But others, no, they want to do it, and we're still being creative. I mentioned before about we've had drive-by funerals, where we've had people stay in their cars and pay their respects, and they even have the caskets under the portico at the funeral home, so they can drive by, sign the book even, and pay their respects. And we're doing a lot of live broadcasts. We have a lot of families with their family members up in New York or other places up north. They're not able or willing to travel right now. So it's important for the family that they can at least join virtually, and they're able to watch the services online. So we're doing that for a lot of the
things
services
have changed,
as well.
but I think that's an option that will probably stick, because if you can't travel and people aren't traveling as much when a loved one passes away, you have an option now to see it and view it and not be face to face. When you have elderly
Yeah,
people that
certainly.
pass away, even at 50% capacity, we don't want anyone to be exposed, even with 6 feet distance.
Yeah.
So you want them to be able to see it streaming and be part of this. And I think that's a huge option and a positive opportunity that has come out of this. It was more work for you, but now many, many more people. Imagine an elderly family member in another state couldn't come anyway, but now there are links that they can partake
Now,
in.
the interesting thing I wanted to ask you about the streaming services, because I know that it became a big deal. The streaming services are put on private service. In other words, it's your private service, not on Facebook or anything like
Well,
that, right?
it's up to the family. So we can do it private, so they have to have a specific link to join, or we can do it, some of the families, they want it, and we have live streamed on Facebook even. So
Really?
the families have the option if they want to do it more public, or if they want to have a private address for that.
That's different. I didn't know that they could do it on social media.
The streaming. And I guess people just get the link and they know that where they're tuning into. I don't think it's not a public post.
It has been for some. So like
interesting.
even Dorsey, where we went, I've seen they've had on their Facebook page, they've done live streaming on their
interesting.
page, and they're saying, we're doing a service today, and I've seen portions of the services there myself.
I guess you can choose to tune in or not, right?
Exactly.
you
And
can opt in or
it's
opt
up
out.
to
You
the
don't have
family.
to-
They're given that option. Do you want to do it public on our Facebook streaming, or do you want to have a private link?
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, the celebration of life, if somebody had paid into the celebration of life, and because of the situation the way it is, and you can't do it, and everything else goes forward, and then when this is
Yeah.
all settled, they're going to come back to do it, correct?
Yeah, so what we're offering is, we can do kind of like a simpler version at the time. So we'll still have a memory table, something along those lines. But then we're offering for no additional charge. The family can do that at a later date when they want to do the full memorial service.
It's funny, as I gotten older in age, doing things with dignity has become important for me. Legacies, doing things where your kids don't have to suffer because they're going to be going through all this hardship to begin with. Getting your papers in order, doing the right thing because it's the right thing. It's changed my perspective on a lot of things. It sort of makes you feel at ease. And I still have he reminds me every day, I still have another part that I have to get going as well. But it serves.
I haven't done any of it.
Well, and you're going to find out that your kids, all of a sudden, you start getting more phone calls. And how you doing? And it changes perspectives here because, like he says, that the deaf business is never out of business. And things are kind of crazy around us right now. And I get more phone calls. Freddie calls me more. Gio calls me more than they used to. And a lot of this happened more or less when I joined the Dignity family because things are in perspective. What do you want? What do you expect? What do you want us to do? And it straightened out a lot of things in my life that I sort of had up in the air that you guys used to make fun of every week.
We like to tease you a lot, but the other thing I like about working with Dignity, besides the name, because everything is done with Dignity, is you are doing discounts through June. I got an email from my synagogue. Their prices are going up July 1. They go, get in now before prices go up. And here you are for the past 3 months offering tremendous discounts.
Yeah, I was surprised. They've had, I've never seen the level of discounts they've done for cemetery options, and they've actually extended that. They told us they weren't going to, but they actually extended it again to the end of June. And I just want to highlight that today as well. So that's for any cemetery purchase. So that's for, traditional burial, ground burial, crypt, and then if you're being cremated, anything at one of the cemeteries. And there's so many different options if you choose to be cremated. They call it a cremation niche. So it's in a mausoleum for an urn. They have columbarium, so it's kind of a granite, various shape of granite structure that can be for urns. They've got a bench, a cremation bench they call it, where it's an actual bench where you can put the urns inside. There's scattering at the cemetery. There's so many different options. So anything at the cemetery they're offering, you can do. They take 15% off, and then the balance of that, pay 15% down, and then the balance they put in a 0% interest payment plan for 5 years. So to give you an example, let's say you chose a couple of cemetery plots. Maybe the cost is $10,000 just for ease of illustration. 15% off of that, so that's $1,500 off right off the top. So that $10,000 contract now becomes $8,500. Pay 15% of that, it's $1,275 to lock everything in. So that leaves a balance of $7,225. That remainder is put in a 5-year 0% interest plan. That's just $120 a month. And the first payment isn't until 90 days later. So if you did it this month, it would be in September.
And what would the first payment be?
So it's just 15% down after the first 15% discounts taken off. So that in this instance, this scenario, 10K contract becomes $8,500 with that discount immediately off. Then we would need 15% down of that. So that's $1,275 to lock everything in. And then the first payment is not due until September, and that's only $120 moving forward, and 0% interest. So I've never seen anything at that level. It's not to mean that you need to be spending $10,000. There are a lot of cheaper options than that. You can just include just the plots, or like they've got a ground burial for an urn, maybe $500 or $600, scattering. And that also includes the Neptune Memorial Reef. So anything at the Neptune Memorial Reef that we've talked about before, underwater, city of Atlantis, you can get your remains mixed into different shapes and made part of the reef. Or you can be scattered above the reef with a permanent plaque placed on the reef. That's only $595. But that same discount applies even to something as little as $595.
How much is the reef? I just want a curiosity.
$595.
Yeah, the reef
right?
for the scattering is $595 to actually
No
have
scattering.
to have your remains mixed and placed in a shape varies. So you can be part of the actual main structure, so like a picket or a column, something like that. It starts around $3,000 for that. And you can actually have a loved one commingled. So we have a lot of couples that pre-plan that. One passes away, they wait for the other one to pass away with instructions to be mixed together into a shape. And there's fun shapes as well. You can be a starfish, a turtle. They've got all these different shapes that you can be put in that with a plaque on the shape, or again, a column or a picket or something in there. It's amazing. It looks like the lost city of Atlantis. It's in the second phase. It's brought back thousands of sea life that wasn't there before. It's a 16-acre project, the only thing of its kind in the world. One of the most popular dive sites in the world.
It's beautiful.
So that's what I'm doing. That's
We
my
already-
plan
And
what
what
is
do
you
to go to the
decided
reef.
to do?
What are you gonna go in as, a starfish?
So we're going to be a cap on a on part of the main structure, and then they will actually commingle the cremated remains of your pets as well if you want. There's no additional charge for that. So our 2 dogs that passed away, we're going to be commingled with them, made part of that, and get part of shape. So that discount is part of the Neptune Reef as
I
well.
was talking about that with my family members, and they laughed at me. I said, my issue is I don't want my remains with concrete. And they laughed. They said, well, you don't have a choice. I said, well, Wayne will come up with a workaround.
What do you mean you
We
don't
already-
wait. What do you mean you don't want your
There's a
remains?
limit.
I don't want to be mixed
don't wanna
with
be
concrete.
mixed?
The other thing you can do
So
is
scatter.
scatter. You can scatter
can do
over the
that.
reef.
Why would you
So
do
you're
that?
free, Dawn. You're free.
I'm free. That's the thing. I think the concrete's kind of just not my thing.
So you can be scattered, and then
I
you
can be
have kind of
scattered
a
or mixed with some
permanent
glitter.
plaque on the reef.
Some butterflies, something, yeah, free, right. I think the concrete, right, it just makes me feel like too stuck. I've spent my whole life getting unstuck. I don't want to go backwards and get stuck. When I come back to haunt you all, then I'll be stuck in the concrete, so.
I'm gonna tell you, you're really strange.
I think about these things. That's just why I haven't made any arrangements, because I actually think it through. But I could be free, and the parks, and
Well,
there's so many
Oh,
options.
you're
What
free.
we,
all
what
right.
we often say to people is, if you can't decide what you want, if something happens to you, what position are you putting your family
You're
in?
100% right.
You know?
Absolutely.
So you're making them make a decision that you couldn't even make yourself. So we say to people, we know it could be hard, but make a decision. Even if you don't secure it, it's better to at least decide what you want and leave instructions for your family. But ideally, you would secure the plan that you want. Ideally, you'd pay for it, not leave a burden for your family to deal with that.
And the
And
simple
the
box
financial
cremating
benefits
even
are
looks-
huge
yeah.
to do it ahead of time. But again and again and again, we survey all of our families. Overwhelmingly, the number one benefit, they always say it's the emotional burden that they were spared. They didn't have to make those decisions on top of their raw grief. It was done for them, and they could spend that time and their emotional effort with their family, grieving over the person. They don't have to, make those. Try to make. There's potentially over 100 different decisions that have to be made, and then worry about how to pay for it. It's done.
And they're deep
What's
discounts
they
for
want to
Hallmark.
know what's the biggest animal or the biggest sculpture that you offer?
They're doing a mermaid at the moment. It's limited edition.
A
They're also
mermaid?
doing a
It
stingray.
gives me a possibility.
So there's a there's a lion. There's a huge lion.
That's what I want.
That's
That's what you want,
expensive.
That's what I
That's
want,
expensive,
baby.
but,
And I want,
it
and I
can
want
be
the
a lion.
eyes to be 2 diamonds.
We can do that too, actually.
What are you talking about? You don't need like cement.
He can use my hair though, and
Oh, I
then
see.
we can use the DNA, the carbon, and I can be diamonds.
And we actually, the office for the Neptune Reef is in Fort Lauderdale. We actually encourage the family members to come so they can come and watch or even participate during the mold process. So the mixing and the mold process, they can actually put items inside the mixture. So trinkets or something.
Like a
Some member-
camera?
Seashells.
Anything. So they can put
Like a
anything into the
microphone?
mold itself, into the mix that's going to be part of that. And then they're invited, they can come out when they're actually doing the placement on the reef and dive down or snorkel down. They do take a video, so that's provided to the family as well. And there's always a plaque on the shape or the structure of if they're doing that on the reef, or even if they're scattering, they've put a permanent plaque on the reef, so there's always a place where family
can go and
can visit.
That's funny. I tell Freddie I'm going to be underwater. You have to hold your breath.
Well, you tell your kids it's hilarious, but you know what? Freddie brought him in. Your family grows, and you make plans, and that's what family is about.
Yeah,
right?
they're making plans to 86 me. Yeah, huh?
No one's 86ing you. Trust
yeah.
me. I need you around too much.
I got to tell you, 86 me. But I kind of like this lion. How big is the lion, Wayne?
I don't know, but I'll find out, Freddie.
Thank you. You do that because that's where you're going. I want to be right next to you so I can holler in your ear. Now, they also are asking me, does the cement dissipate? Does it turn into something with the seawater, or does it permanently?
No, it's permanent. The whole point is it's building back it's a man-made reef.
The reef.
But the coral are growing on it. It's bringing back sea life. So the first phase was done in 2007. and they've already seen just a huge, new sea life that's been brought. It was all barren sea.
I can imagine.
Second
Sea life,
phase was finished in 2018. So the whole project is over 16 acres. It's going to take decades to complete, and they expect it's going to bring back. They're saying it could even be seen from space. It's a big project.
And they're also
A lot of
asking me, is the reef only available in Florida? That's a good question.
Yeah, there's only one of its kind. It's in Biscayne Bay off
That's it.
Miami.
No other where
But we
else
have
in the world?
people sending their remains to us from around the world.
Wow.
So
Oh my goodness, that's incredible to
yeah.
be part of it. Wow.
yeah,
I didn't know that. That's
it's
a good
one of a
question.
kind.
Jose sent that question in. Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you, Wayne, so much. Let's go over your contact information, 561-654-9000.
yeah. So you can
And the
always
seminars?
text me, call me. I'm happy to always provide some information. I encourage everybody to join us on the 18th, either for lunch in Coral Springs at BJ's Restaurant, or online that same day. So there's a link on our website, on our Facebook page. It's just Dignity Memorial Southeast Florida on Facebook. Or if you want to register, BJ's is going to be very limited with social distancing. So if you're interested in doing that, I encourage you to register ASAP. You can simply send me a text with your information. I'll happily put you on the list. If you want to join the seminar, just text me your information and your email address, and I'll make sure you get the link to join. And if none of that is convenient, just contact me. We actually have some
Contact us and we'll get you in contact with
Yeah.
Wayne. Dignity
Yeah.
Memorial Southeast Florida on Facebook. Or
Have
you
to
can text them directly.
Yeah.
Call them directly. If you can't get in touch with them, call us.
Yeah.
Leave us a message
Yeah.
because you can call Studio A at 888-994-4995. Press Studio A and say, I need to get in touch with Wayne. Wayne, some of the best deals are done right here in our studio. As you know,
And I can offer a special discount for any Brooklyn Cafe listeners. So if you want to meet with us and you end up doing a contract, I'll happily give you an extra 10% off.
wow.
Well, I got to call my sister.
So
Yes.
Tell her to come down here. Now, wait, let me ask you, because I know you got to leave, but let me ask you, if my sister comes down here and does the paperwork and everything down here and wants to be here, even though she lives in New York for now, snowbirds and things of that nature, I know that you do that.
So snowbirds, if they own a property in Florida, we legally can do it. If they're
what if she
visiting.
lives with me? Wayne.
So technically, they need to own property in Florida.
Wayne.
Technically, they need to own property in
Technically,
Florida.
I know. I got you.
Got
I
it?
got you. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all done.
Done. That corner in the back of your house, Suite A.
Yeah, next no other
Mimi
than-
Suite.
The Mimi Suite. Yeah, because a lot of people do want to come down. I know that people were writing to me saying that they had enough and they want to come down from New York.
A lot of people moving down from New York.
I got four offers on a house that's not for sale.
Maybe it should be for sale.
I know. No, it's not for sale. But there are people that are coming down because they have had enough up there. And you come down and you should have a conversation with Wayne. You should talk about, listen, it changed my life. Something that I never wanted to talk
Can you
about.
imagine? You still wouldn't be sleeping. You wouldn't even get 2 hours of sleep if you hadn't done that.
No, but I don't know, because all of a sudden Wayne talking to me under the water
But
is
you
kind
can
of.
change you can change your plans.
He says I can't. He says no, that's it. Yes, you're going in the ground. I said, wait a minute, Wayne.
I don't think that's true. I think they'll make any adaptations that you want. Correct, Wayne?
Freddie, you were so adamant about you didn't want to be cremated. So
He's
Wayne.
just telling you no because that's not what you want, not because they won't make
I
the
don't believe
changes.
you.
Wayne,
but-
I was so adamant. I'm adamant. I'm not gonna die. I'm adamant there. I ain't gonna win that bet either.
Wow.
Now, do you guys have anything to do with SpaceX? Because I know that you guys let stuff out in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
right,
so
in the universe.
I don't believe it's SpaceX, but it could be. I don't know.
think
We
it's
have a
SpaceX.
new option where you can get a portion of your cremated remains sent up into space. It can be put into orbit, so it burns up as it's coming back down. It can be sent into outer space or even put on the moon.
See, Ron, that's all you. Out of this world.
Contact Wayne 561-654-9000, Dignity Memorial, Southeast Florida. We will reshare that post, reshare the event. It's June 18th, and there's two
Yeah, and
events.
this is new for us. So we're doing we're specifically putting it together. So did you know we're talking about things like, did you know that as a spouse or the son or daughter of someone, if they're not in a position or not willing to do their pre-arrangements, and you know it's going to be a responsibility, that you can do it for them.
You know what, Wayne? I want next time you
all these
come,
things.
because I know you have to go. I want to put that together. I want to do a question. Did you know? And let's do a Q&A
Yeah.
with Wayne.
Did you
Okay.
know?
Whatever they're going to talk about. Did you know that if you don't make your pre-arrangements and your next of kin can? Did you know there's a discount? Did you know you have this many options? Did you, whatever their did you knows are. But let's do a did you know and get people thinking.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's a lot more options than you can possibly think of. We can
Did
do,
you know there's a
we can
mermaid
do a
under
lot
the
of things, and I guarantee you that whatever you decide to do, it's going to be better than not doing something.
Absolutely. Wayne, it's so nice to have you back in studio.
I know,
Yeah,
it's
nice
been
to
a
be here,
while.
guys.
Nice to have you. Been a
All
long
right, wish
time
everybody
friend,
well.
And the last event we had here was in February.
Yeah, his hair was longer back then.
Yeah, I was.
I wish I could tell you you're looking well rested. You're looking well rested, but I know you're working really hard.
Yeah.
So instead of having these guys work hard emotionally, have them work smarter for you. Get your investment in. Invest in yourself. Invest in your family. During all these times, if you haven't come out saying, I have to do this for my family, then we're going to keep where we are. But that is the one thing. My worrying, I've taken these kids on now as my extended family, and now I worry about them. But that's what we do, right?
That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do. Give them a
Yeah.
call, 561-654-9000. I know you're running off to another appointment. We will see Wayne soon. We're going to do a Did You Know? And we're going to share that post out.
I think that what we're going to do, Wayne, we're going to bring you back and we're going to do a celebration of life for Wayne.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
No, I think
But we're
Dawn. We'll do it for Dawn. That's more
Well,
interesting.
Dawn is on your, no, Dawn is something you're going to do. But I'm going to show you, because you did mine.
And you wanna do Wayne's?
That's right. I think it's just right that I do Wayne's.
Well, we've got Mia and we've got Dina.
All
And
right,
now we
you
have
go
our
for it.
celebrity mixologist. What's your favorite drink, Wayne?
Anything what?
There you go.
There
Amy,
you
can you
go.
take care of that? Amy's got you covered.
And
Let's
it
go to
begins.
commercial break. Ready to switch over. We've got our dancing, drink-making author, Amy Minty, in the house for Strip or Gamble. You can find these at amyminty.com and amazon.com. Check out Wayne's event. It is June 18th. You can go in person to BJ's Brewery. However, it is limited. Also online. So you can find that on Dignity Memorial Southeast Florida on Facebook.
That's right.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Dutch Designs and Events is a unique business providing an extensive range of beautiful floral arrangements. They have the power to bring your event or special occasion to life. Dutch Designs are available for any event or to open your business with a smile. All flowers are grown with organic compounds that enhance their fragrance and beauty. Call Dutch Designs at 561-419-8126 or visit their website at DutchDesignsEventPlanning.com. Again, call Dutch Designs at 561-419-8126.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Callaway here from the VoiceOver Connection, and I'm here to tell you that you're missing out. Everybody has a dream, something that they believe can change their life or even change the world. The difference between letting that dream slip and making it come true all depends on whether or not you can make the world believe your dream too. Here at the VoiceOver Connection, we specialize in selling dreams. Our team of well-connected and influential voices will help take your ambitions, your deepest and wildest aspirations to places that you never imagined you could reach. The time for dreaming is over. You've done enough of that already. It's time to take action. Elevate your business by giving your dream a voice. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or email us at thebrooklynCafeTV@gmail.com. Because a dream is only a dream until you decide to make it real.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 8.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hey guys, Mia here with another segment of Casa Mia. Today we are making a special drink. We are making the Gubba Rum Rum Runner, but we have a special guest here to make it, our special celebrity guest author, bartender, Amy Minty.
Well, can you hear me now? Great. So, after a long day of writing, or maybe just an hour, or whatever it is, I like to unwind. My favorite way to unwind is to start dancing. And what's better than dancing than drinking and dancing? So, back in the day, New York, many years, I used to be very sophisticated. I'd pour myself Chablis, gin and tonic. But now I'm in Florida. And guess what we drink in Florida? We drink rum runners. And I'd like to announce that I use a special kind of rum. Gubba Gold. It's my favorite rum. Simply because I like the taste, flavor, but more importantly, the name is very, very cool. So, I'm going to make this wonderful drink for y'all. And, hopefully the music gets a little bit louder and I can start dancing too, because I like to do both. All right, let's go. First ingredient. I am not very big on measurements. That's why we have Mia. It's supposed to be equal parts, but I don't do that. I do whatever I want. Way more silver rum. Can we make it louder? Extra banana. Blackberry liqueur. Now here's the fun part. I like it to look fun as well when I'm drinking it. Which is why I'm not adding any lime juice. We don't need that. What I am adding is blue carousel. Because guess what? It's neon. And I'm adding a lot of it because it's fun. Now I'm gonna have to put down the microphone so I can shake and dance. Shake and dance. I like to call this drink not your typical rum runner, but I like to call it the Scarlet, after one of my favorite characters, because she's a little daring. That's why there's so much rum in here. Okay, let's shake it. My favorite part is now. Look how pretty this is. If it's not pretty, why drink it? Boy, that's sweet. That is very, very sweet. Whew. Like I said, I'm not a professional bartender, Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, we need to add some more rum to this. That makes it even prettier. Oh yeah, now we're talking. But where's my straw? I need a straw. Oh, for crying out loud. And notice I don't use any garnish. That's for, we don't need that. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Much better. Oh yeah. Would anyone like to try? Freddie, I knew I have a willing victim. Let's bring that to him. You'll thank me later for that. I really like my music louder normally.
A rum runner.
It's actually called the Scarlet, after my character.
It's a Scarlet. How's that going?
Scarlet is in for stripper gamble, and she loves drinking and dancing too.
Holy smokes.
All right.
My lips fell off.
Ready to take it away with your dancing?
Oh yeah, let's
All right.
dance now.
Tell her to take
Can
it
we
away.
make it a little louder?
Yep.
All right.
And here you go.
I can even dance without music.
Our celebrity mixologist. That is our first celebrity mixologist at Casa Mia. On our 1 o'clock hour, we have Mia, Casa Mia, joining us. She's going to be making her own drinks with Gubba Rum, Gubba Silver, Gubba Gold. I think we've got drinks by Dina joining us also. And we've got Amy Minty. We're going to move her over to the other chair,
Now,
do a little bit of an interview in a little bit.
Let's get the lights and everything on there.
We're going to switch the lights. We're going to go to commercial break, I
The funny
think.
thing is that I was going to have them put a Latin mix and have 5 songs to see how long we can go with her and see if she can
I
last
think
the
she's
5
worn out.
songs. You're going to sit you over here. Yeah. And the funny thing is, I'm going to ask her because we were planning on going 5 deep.
Really?
And seeing, yeah, because I wanted her to say, I had enough.
She's kind of all there. She put it all out there.
And you think she would have done 5 songs?
I don't know. We're going to get her a mic. We're going to find out. We're going to let her catch her breath. Oh, she's got a mic.
I can breathe.
ISO on her.
Could you do 5 songs, you think? We're going to get that over to her.
What was that, Don?
5 songs?
It's like,
Ooh, 5 songs?
I don't know. Freddie wants to get you dancing to 5.
5. Ooh, boy. They'd have to be slow songs.
no, I was going to put 5 songs, repetitive, to see how long you would have said, when is this thing over?
I did say cut,
And I'm
remember?
going to show you, I have 5 cuts there. They missed the mark. I was going to put 5 songs on you and see how long until you would have looked at me and says, huh?
I would have admitted
I gotta
defeat
tell you, that
for
drink-
for sure.
Because you see, one hand washes the other. This is actually, the rum is so smooth. It's not a bad drink. This is pretty good. It's just very strong.
Sponsored by Gubba
Well,
Rum.
the rum is very, very good. That's why there's so much of it in there.
We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Amy Minty a little bit. We've got JC Dreesen joining us for some music. And we're going to have Steve from Gubba Rum joining us. Amy, before we go, though, tell everyone where we can find these books.
Oh, my books are all available on Amazon. And the Kindle version just came out as well. So for all of you who don't have the patience to wait for the order to come, Kindle's right at your fingertips. And we can also get it on my website, amyminty.com. And I also have book signings. I just had one yesterday in Lake Park, and I'm planning on having a few more.
How'd that go last night?
Oh, it actually went very well, considering the weather
Yes.
and the circumstances these days.
Yeah.
So I was very, very pleased, in fact.
Now, we got some friends in California. It's about 10 o'clock over there. Some friends, because I'm going to shoot it out to them as well, because they're watching the show, a couple of people that I talked to. And we're looking for producers that want to turn this book into a movie. And I know that people laugh at me, but I did this one time.
Did you?
And a lady turned a medical book into a movie, and I never saw her again because she ended up moving to California. So we're serious. If you're interested, give them a call, and maybe we can do some magic with this thing.
Any similarities between you and Scarlett?
We both like dancing.
I know, portraying a woman who is wild, daring, and looking for a good time.
Yeah, I guess I'm like that too.
This is like
There's no question.
This is like
Why
a
lie
bio-
about
what
it?
is it? Like
I
a
only look
biography?
stupid if I lie,
A
right?
little bit of a bio on you here,
It's
huh?
on her.
Very amazing. This book just came out on Memorial Day, May 25th. You were sold out your first run. That's how popular this has been on Amazon. It is back out there. Everyone can order yours today at amyminty.com, M-I-N-T-Y, or on Amazon. All of the books are on Amazon, correct?
That is correct, Dawn.
All the books. Freddie, this one is for you still.
Now, I had to put that book down because it singed my fingers.
Since you're between that and the rum, I don't know, between that and the Scarlet.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you read this book, you have a little Gubba Rum, I think you get through this thing pretty good.
Stay tuned. We're going to go to commercial break. Give us a call at the studio, 888-994-4995. Just ask for Studio A, and a board op will connect you right through to us. When we come back, we've got JC Dreesen, we've got Casamia with Mia and Dina. We've got Amy Minty joining us. I think we've got Dutch Designs and Steve Gubb.
You got
and
a lot of stuff going on.
Kenny Love. So we've got a big last hour of our week, so stay tuned. Put up your feet, get some Gubba Rum. It is happy hour somewhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Amy Minty combines the hilarity of For Better or Money, the eroticisms of For Love or Sanity, the mystique of For Sink or Swim, and the suspense of For Sex or Revenge, making her fifth novel, For Strip or Gamble, her best to date. Get your copy at amyminty.com or amazon.com. Get yours now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Callaway here from the VoiceOver Connection, and I'm here to tell you that you're missing out. Everybody has a dream, something that they believe can change their life or even change the world. The difference between letting that dream slip and making it come true all depends on whether or not you can make the world believe your dream too. Here at the VoiceOver Connection, we specialize in selling dreams. Our team of well-connected and influential voices will help take your ambitions, your deepest and wildest aspirations to places that you never imagined you could reach. The time for dreaming is over. You've done enough of that already. It's time to take action. Elevate your business by giving your dream a voice. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or email us at thebrooklynCafeTV@gmail.com. Because a dream is only a dream until you decide to make it real.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
That's
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hey, we're back.
You're going to need a drink after the show today, as we're going through the show.
Ooh, also like a ooh.
Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe. Well, we're having a fabulous Friday. We are sliding right over to Casa Mia on the other side of our studio. We've got Mia and Dina in the house for our Friday segment of Casa Mia. How you guys doing? I know you're like the paparazzi over here. Good. They're posing, they're trying to talk. Let's open their mics up.
We're good. We're excited. We got some mojito mix from Gubba Rum today, so we're excited to make some of that.
And we're going to make some Gubba Rum margaritas as well.
All right, 1 and 1. I think we've got Steve joining us also.
Hi, Dawn. Hi,
and there's Steve.
Hey, look at Mr. Steve. You look like the giant fruit Giuseppe.
I think those are parrots.
This is
Is
my
that fruit or
newest,
parrots?
my latest shirt from Ron John.
Everyone's really enjoying the Gubba Rum. We had Amy making her own Scarlet.
Yes, I saw her making that cocktail. Looked pretty good. I have a shot at that. And, I'm going to enjoy the next one coming up. They look great. I wish I was there with you.
So they're making mojitos and margaritas. So tell us who's making what.
Well, I'm not sure. I can't see exactly who's making what. I need their help.
Mia, what are you making?
So I was gonna make a berry mojito with the mojito mix, and I'm gonna use the vanilla Gubba Rum because I didn't get to use this one last time, and it looks good.
And I am making something a little different. It's a rum margarita. Never made one before, but I have a feeling it's going to be really good. It's the Gubba Silver.
The Gubba Silver.
Now, is the margarita mix the one we got yesterday?
We've got margarita mix and we have mojito mix, and it's a special promotional packet. We're still doing that, correct?
Yes.
That's right. That's right. We are. We have the Gubba Rum cocktail to go, where we give you a bottle of ripe bar juice and a bottle of Gubba Rum, and we put that in a branded Gubba Rum drawstring bag, which is great for the beach, and they will be in liquor stores very shortly.
And how much is the cocktail to go? Amy, you need an Amy Minty cocktail to go.
The cocktail to go is going to go, depending on the liquor store, for about $26.99 or $27.99, we believe.
And what I love about the juice is it's fresh. So we sent some of the kids to get the bar set up, and Freddie says, go get the mixes. And normally everyone's looking for, shelf mixes. And no one is expecting these fresh juices to be part of the mix, which makes it a whole lot healthier.
And it comes in the bag, which is really cool. We have the bags behind the chairs throughout the studio, but the bag, you get the mix and you get a bottle. It's a nice little package, like a combination to head out wherever you're going.
All right, Dina, what did you put in yours?
I put in the silver Gubba Rum, and then I put in the margarita mix with a little bit of peach schnapps.
There's always an addition. Ever notice that, Steve? When you have a bartender, they have to add their little tweak. And I know Mia's a big fan of the fresh berries. So what did you put in yours?
I did fresh raspberries and blueberries, the Gubba Gold, that's vanilla flavored, and then I did the mojito mix. So this already actually has like basically everything you need. It has the lime juice, agave, and even mint oil. And then I like to put a little coconut water because I love
Mint
coconut water.
oil? What the hell is a
Yeah.
mint oil?
We've got
I'm
mint, I
guessing-
think, in the fridge, don't we, from last week?
Yeah, I have some mint too. You actually
She
reminded
turned it
me
into
I need
a-
to put that in there.
Remember you
still.
had to
thought she-
smack the mint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mojito, you smack it.
Amy, what's your last name? Yeah. You see where I'm going? So we have to do something with mint.
We're going to smack her.
You
gonna
know,
smack Amy?
or bring Scarlett in to do it. I don't know. We're going to come up with something to do. I know we're going to brand it out that
What
way.
do you got?
All right, who's trying?
The
Freddie?
rum margarita. Who would like it?
You try. Oh, Amy wants it. All right.
want it?
Amy.
The rum margarita.
Give it to Amy. Give it
We
to
can
our
pour
guest
some in
first.
another cup if you want, guys. You can actually split that up.
I know I can't do work right?
Well, do you guys ever know?
Enjoy.
Okay.
Do you understand what 3 fingers means? Because that looks like a handful.
I don't think it's as
It's
much
a
as
lot
that
of-
rum runner.
Good?
Oh, is it good?
Okay, good.
Nice job, Dina.
I tell you, isn't it refreshing? It has a different bite to it. It's really smooth. I mean, next thing you know, this thing sneaks up on you.
Have you finished your blue one?
I have it right here.
How's that going? How's your tongue? So a friend of mine did a video on, she couldn't find, her husband said, did you eat the cupcake? And she said, I didn't eat the cupcake. And she opens her mouth and her tongue is blue. I'm waiting to see when your tongue turns blue from that drink.
I'm going to tell you this. And again, it's really smooth.
Who would
Ron,
like
you
a
want this
berry
one?
mojito?
You want that one?
No?
Slick does.
Slick, you want it? Slick says, Slick is handing it over and
looks
pointing at
beautiful.
himself.
Came out pretty good. I like it.
I want to try
Or you wanna
the,
put it
the
in a
new
cup?
mix. Huh?
We could split it up if you want.
I want to try the new mix that we just got. Who has the new mix?
That's with the new mojito.
Is that with the dark
And
or
I
with the
use
light?
the new margarita.
That's with this light. Oh, and the dark rum.
In the dark.
Mia
Okay.
has cups.
I want you to put the light rum with that mix, or is it go with the dark?
Okay.
How is it supposed to?
Ron, what's it supposed to be?
We suggest the gold rum with margarita.
The gold.
The gold with the,
Margarita mix, and the silver with the mojito mix.
See, we totally
So it's
switched
the-
that one up.
You switched it.
We completely switched that.
All right, so let's do it the way it's supposed to.
Let's
because
do it
I
the
want to
other way
try.
now.
I want to try the new mix. I want to see what it tastes like.
we're going to do it both ways. And tell us, Steve, where people can get their Gubba rum other than through a distributor.
Well, we recommend some of the liquor stores that I'm trying to compile a list of so that I can send them to you and you can put it on your website. But they can go to our website. We will have a list, or we have a list of availability in the South Florida area, also up in Cocoa Beach, Orlando, and we're also in a liquor store up in Gainesville.
Gainesville, I think that's perfect. University of Florida, they're ready.
Yeah,
You know, it's really cool because your rum is so smooth, Steve, that you can have it on the rocks. I was telling the kids this the other day. You can have a shot on the rocks, and you pick up a book and you chill by the pool. I mean, you ain't going anywhere for the time being.
I got to tell you, what I love about this segment is you and I, we educate all week, we bring in resources, we bring
And then we
in
get
vice
drunk.
mayors, we bring in, you name it, conversations. Friday at 1 o'clock, we need more Fridays at 1 o'clock because I'm telling you, the numbers are exploding, having you on, and the mixology, and Casa Mia.
And the interesting thing is that all different types of brands and products and everything else can be brought forward because as you're sitting there and you're reading your book and you're having your drink, all sorts of good things come to you. Look at it. Slick is very happy. Look at him. He's laughing over there.
I think there's no better way to
Don't
spend the
take off your
weekend
clothes, Slick.
on a rainy
Leave your clothes
weekend.
on. Thank you.
Freddie, we got a rainy weekend coming up, right?
Yeah.
A nice mojito, a margarita with Gubba rum,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
one of Amy Minty's novels
That's
for
what I'm
Strip or Gamble.
So how many pages is that book?
A lot.
Does
Amy,
that,
how long did this book take? 453 pages, plus acknowledgments, and then epilogue, 456.
So let me see. If I wanted to finish that in 7 days, what's 400 divided by 7? 30 pages a day?
Took me 2
63?
years, so I don't know.
Thank you very much.
You could do that.
I'm brainiac
63
over
pages
there.
a day. I think I could do that.
You
Do
could
you
do
know
that.
when I went to college, that's the way I used to read my material? How many days does it take me to read a book in 7 days?
You can get right up to Lucy, 1999, by the
Strange,
end of tomorrow.
I can get up to what?
Lucy, 1999. That's page 63.
I have to ask, what inspired you to write this book? It's different than your other books.
I basically wanted to bring back the old Las Vegas. None of this junk bond thing. I like history, and the more I researched it, the more I knew I wanted to write a novel on it.
Now, did you work in Vegas? Did you grow up in Vegas?
No, I never worked in Vegas, but I did live there for almost 8 months in year
Better?
19.
Did it influence you
99.
that much, really? It influenced you that much to write a book?
Yeah,
just living
it
in
definitely did. I never, the town, you know, I was a New Yorker. It was unlike anything I knew. So yeah, it definitely influenced me.
Amy sounds like.
Steve, they're saying you were right. They're laughing. They're saying you were right. You're how it should be mixed. They said this is much better than the way they did it.
The gold goes much better with the margarita mix, and I
But wait-
think the silver goes better with the
But
mojito
wait a
mix.
minute, but why is this pink?
Because of the raspberries.
She added fresh fruit.
Oh, it has fruit in it. Oh, I
And
feel
I
like
didn't
Bugs
even
Bunny.
have my muddler, but with the berries you don't even
You had your who?
No muddler.
The muddler.
To
What?
soften the fruit.
Her mother.
The
Your mother's in what? What'd she say?
the muddler.
It
It
softens
muddles
fruit.
it. It's like a mortal and
A
pestle.
muddler?
A muddler. It
The hell's a
muddles it.
muddler?
Yeah.
She just told you.
You go like this.
It's like the chicken pounder.
Ron, don't do that to me. Don't sit there talking to me that way. Oh, so it's like a masher?
Yes.
What the hell you calling a masher and then calling a muddler?
She's
Muffler.
using the
You put a
proper
muffler.
terms.
She said this is much better.
You know, in Vegas, you chew on it and then you swallow the liquor. That way you never muddler it. Just
Freddie, you know
I
what?
can't even.
This is what happens when you do this on the set.
know what
When
I'm
he's
wondering?
finished half of one. How's that one?
Oh, here you go.
Do you want the margarita, Don?
Oh, Steve.
Sure.
Oh.
You guys make really big drinks.
Oh, you know,
You
I
don't have
mean,
to drink it
I
all.
can never
Let's see
hire
if they
these
wanna
two.
share
Cut it
it.
in half.
I would be
Yeah, see
out.
if anyone
I would
else
be
wants
out
some.
of
Let's
business,
pour a little
Steve. All they do is they pour a bottle in the glass. Oh, this is delicious.
Yeah, I'll be out of business. It's all right. That's why it's always good to demonstrate my great knowledge of alcohol by telling you how to drink my own brand.
All right, this is the margarita, and you have the mojito.
Cheers.
Cheers.
But yours ain't pink.
Cheers.
No.
Cheers, Amy.
Amy, what'd you get?
I got a rum margarita, right?
It's a rum margarita. She got the wrong one.
So the only thing that's in
Yabba
this is the juice and
margarita.
the rum.
And the gold rum and a tiny bit of peach schnapps.
I can taste the
Oh,
lime in
that's
the
what I'm
juice.
tasting.
Put the lime in the coconut. Is that what it's
Shake
supposed
it
to
all
be?
up.
And that just should be your theme song. Put the lime in the coconut.
I'm chewing on the drink because it
I
has
feel
fruit
like there could
in
be
it.
more rum in there.
This is, I'm going to tell you, this is outstanding. Did you know this is going to taste like this, or you just making it up as you go along?
I knew it would
No, I
taste
knew
like
what it was going to be.
I gotta tell you, every Friday I go home, and I don't tell anyone in my house that I had a bar open on Friday because they don't watch my
They
show.
tell me.
So I don't tell anyone. And I go home after a long day and I kind of take a nap and I rest.
You
And,
take a
and they
nap?
say, "Why are you so tired?" I don't know. It was a long day. And somehow, as the weekend goes on, I reveal the secret, and they went, "No wonder you went home Friday and you were that way."
You know, it's interesting because you have a drink, you have a dance. It's like dinner in a movie. You have someone dance, you have some drink, you got Steve on there, and we have even another piece.
Ron, Amy's like dinner in a movie.
Right, like
Dinner in a movie. Amy
Now-
Minty, your local dinner in a movie.
Now I wanna bring it. You forgot about JC. Can
We're
we
gonna
go to,
bring her
Can
in.
we go to Quad?
Let's give it a try.
Can we go to Quad and bring JC in?
She's gonna give it a second. She's gonna set that up.
This is really. You've impressed me today. I'm not easily impressed with different drinks when you start. This is
What
really.
about the Scarlet, though?
The Scarlet.
the
Did you
Scarlet?
finish it?
I'm gonna tell you, this is a. You know, I always said in life, a woman is a mystery. This thing, this Scarlet, this is a mystery.
I gotta tell
Ron,
you.
this is right up your alley.
If this were a gender reveal, you got both hands covered. Your next set will be
I'm
twins. Pop up.
double-fisted, baby.
Pop up. You got
Double-fisted.
twins with you.
I gotta tell you, there was a time when I was growing up, we used to drink ron cañita, which is white lightning, and we used to cool it off with regular rum, 181, and then a soda. And we thought we were nuts back then. But I'm gonna tell you something. The difference is that these drinks, either this one or this one, is very smooth. And look who we got there, JC.
Hi, can you hear me?
Of course we can hear you.
How you doing? Where are you, in New York?
I'm in New York. I'm on Long Island, Freeport.
How
Long
is
Island.
everything? I love your hair.
It got so long.
It
since
is.
I've
I thought it was a
seen
hat.
it. Haven't had a haircut in like what, 8 weeks or 9 weeks or something.
You look
It's
terrific.
crazy.
He's always so romantic, isn't he? I thought it was a hat. Happy birthday.
You look luscious.
Thank you so much, Bella.
Listen, I'm drinking rum, so be careful. You look luscious.
Welcome to Freddie's greeting card line.
And happy
I
birthday.
miss you guys so much.
We miss you too. You're going to sing for us today?
I am, for sure. You know, I'm looking at you guys drinking, and I remember all the times I came to the studio. I can't believe it. I used to drink with you. It's like, I miss that.
I know. She's going to take. What song are you going to do for us today?
Well, I thought because of what's going on, there's so much craziness that's happening with the protests. And this song was done by Elvis a long time ago. And it really has quite a message in it. So I thought maybe this would be the appropriate song for everybody.
All right, so let JC sing Girls, and when she's done, we'll go to commercial break, and then we've got Patricia, our in-house florist of Dutch Designs. I know it's a full-packed show today. Look at, keep drinking, Freddie.
I'm busy.
All right, let's ISO and JC. All right, take it away.
Here we go. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land, well, all my brothers walk hand in hand. Tell me why, oh why, oh why won't that dream come true? Oh why there must be peace and understanding sometimes. Strong winds of promise that will blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun, where hope keeps shining on everyone, tell me why, oh why won't that sun appear? Yeah. We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Yes, and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am dreams come true.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Your account.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. We're having the most fascinating of conversations. Mia says this is the best mojito mix she's ever used, and she's obsessed with it. She needs to get some. I don't know if Steve's still on the line, but we're going to connect. Steve, how do people get the mojito mix?
The mojito mix is called R-I-P-E, ripe bar juice, and it is typically available in Whole Foods supermarkets. What's great about it, and she's right, it is the best one she's probably ever had. It's the best one I've ever had. They are organic. They don't have any of the many ingredients the bar mixes have. The mojito, for example, is agave, lime, mint, and water. So they're really great tasting. They really are. They do allow me to offer Gubba rum cocktails to go. There's nothing you have to add to it. We do 2 parts rum and 4 parts bar juice. And of course, you can always make it taste, add a splash of club soda for mojito when you're in business.
We are in business. All I can tell you is what a Friday. We've got bars, we've got books, we've got dancing, we've got mixology, we've got flowers. I don't know.
But we forgot one important thing, and maybe JC can help us with this. It was someone's birthday last week.
Yes.
Last week, and we didn't get a chance to say happy birthday. To sing. So I would like to sing, though I can't sing a damn bird. But maybe, JC, you can help us with this, and maybe you can lead us into a happy birthday.
To Patricia.
To Patricia.
Thank you.
Sure, it'd be my pleasure. Okay, you ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Happy birthday to you.
Everybody's whispering?
Happy birthday.
Oh my God, we're horrible. Happy birthday,
dear Patricia. Happy birthday to you.
I can tell you.
That was so sad.
Thank you so much. This is so nice.
But we love you anyway.
Thank you.
That was the worst birthday song I've ever heard.
But how amazing is this platform? Because we get to be in here and we are still not at capacity because we do not have this space filled. And we have we have JC in New York. We have Steve, he's in Boston. We've got our friends from Palm Beach in here, our crew. We're able to bring everybody in virtually, and yet the show still continues to go on, and we get to drink. So I think it's pretty much a win-win for all of us.
You make me laugh.
I'm not even
going to go
look
down
at
that
this
road.
platform. How incredible is it? Before all of this, just like Wayne said with Dignity, we have learned to increase and improve where we are.
I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me why.
Because the frequency.
Why do you have the fruity one and I got the yellow one?
Because
Although
I'm
it's
very
very
fruity.
good.
because the frequency in the building has changed. First, you had the dancing author.
Which, Amy, I must say, was spectacular.
Oh, well, thank you. I take pride in my work.
Amy is not only a good writer, she's a good dancer, and Ron seems to enjoy it. You know, it's funny, I never noticed that I can never tell a person what they're thinking, because when you have a mask on, I can't see nothing. But your grin is so big, it goes past the mask.
But I have to ask Amy, how did you learn to dance like that? Is that from being on Broadway or all you?
I don't know how to dance, first of all. That's what's so funny about it. I don't know. I like to dance by myself alone, you know, to music.
But you're so out there, which is amazing, and you just do it and you give it your all, and it's amazing.
Bizarre. I've had really no formal training.
Sorry, Freddie.
There's,
She said she's bizarre.
you know, no one. I did one semester at Alvin Ailey, which I dropped out because it was too much work.
But you got in.
I did. But
That's pretty remarkable.
You know, it was 30 years ago now. I don't know when it was, but 25. I did get in, but I couldn't cut it, so didn't last very long. Didn't graduate, switched over to Fordham University, something a little bit more sensible for my future, if you will. But I just always loved dancing. I love everything about it. I was never good, but I liked it. So it's the enthusiasm of loving doing it that I guess makes me a little bit okay at it.
And if you want to see Amy dance, you can watch. We split the show for today for social media reasons because we wanted to keep all the content rich and filled, but everything is up and running. Look at our 12 o'clock hour show. You'll see Amy dancing with her book for Stripper Gamble and her great drink making. I think the kids took it.
It's gone.
I think you lost your Scarlett.
Yes, Scarlett has been Scarlett O'Hara.
She's gone, huh?
Scarlett left
and it's funny
the building.
because the guy who took it is now very eased by. Look at him, he's like.
Oh yes.
Slick.
Yeah. Whoever's drinking the
I said that dabba dabba do. I know.
I got to tell you, Slick has taken on a whole escalated persona this week
He's
with
had
us.
a good week, that guy.
He's had a really good
He's
week.
had a real good week.
And I have to tell you, girls, Mia and Dina, amazing job, ladies.
You like this? Good stuff? Yeah.
It's more visually appealing.
I'm gonna say, hey Steve, we got a winner with this fruit cocktail that she put together. This thing is unbelievable. I think we get a plastic jar and we put it in a plastic thing and we seal it or somehow and we sell that. This is unbelievable.
I love my mojito.
You like it?
It's delicious.
She likes her mojito.
Very, very good. Good girl. Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is the author comes in.
Thank you, girls.
And she changes the frequency, right? She livens the mood. Everything's a little bit better. And here we go. And
Did
we
you see
always.
the size shaker she brought in?
Who?
Amy.
It's bigger than her. It's the size of a giant.
That's a big shaker.
Oh,
Well, she
wow,
only
it is
does
big
things in a big
shaker.
way.
It was a gift. I would have bought something smaller, obviously. But it's a nice shaker.
It's a great, and I want to ask you as an author, because so you write, you dance, you make drinks. What is the message that you are sharing with everyone? Your demographic, what are you looking to reach for women?
As with every book, I start with a solid female character that is strong. You'll find that not always the same character, obviously. I have various characters, but they all have a strong personality. They know what they want. They're determined. They don't always come from the best families or the best situational, scenarios, but they prevail, and that's kind of the message. So if something begins, the first book I got published 7 years ago was called For Better Money, and it started basically, and I might have mentioned this last time I was on the show, but it started with being put down by her boss and her saying, well, screw this, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to work here. And then by the end, her boyfriend, who she was really into, but even though she was going to marry somebody else, it was a complicated plot, okay? But at the end, she wound up leaving both of them because they were not treating her right. And so that's just an example. But all of my books have that theme that the woman starts off strong, deals with all these issues, and then at the end, she feels good about herself. she's not exactly rich or famous or a star or even talented, but she feels good about herself.
So it's about empowering women. Underlying theme is we want to
women empowerment.
Increase self-esteem.
And she delivers it a whole different way, though.
You know, and it's great to have a partner and a significant others, but at the end of the day, as you always say, you have to love yourself.
That's right.
You got to be true to yourself, right? We have to embrace ourselves first and talk about a simple message with a whole lot of stuff around it.
A whole lot of message.
A whole lot of sex.
There's a whole lot of message.
And intrigue and
Tricky
murder
plots.
and
Yes.
Las Vegas.
There's a whole lot of knives and whatever, bandages and what have you. Know, but the interesting thing is, because we had the meeting, the post meeting, and we were talking about, you know, you can tell a lot about a book by its author.
I have an idea.
Okay, take it easy. By its author who wrote it. And sometimes you have so many books here on the table. There's a different, unique pattern about you. You know, like they say, there's never ever the same snowflake. No snowflake is the same. Did you know this?
I've heard that, yeah.
It's true. We did a test with 27 guys from the Bronx. And everybody caught a snowflake.
It's all different?
And they're all different. Every one of those snowflakes are different. And what happens is when you have this kind of material, you look and say, what kind of person put this together? And that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in
We're
the
going to get
behind
to
the
know her a
scenes.
whole lot more. But what I'm thinking, Freddie, is, JC, do you write your own music?
No, actually, I write lyrics. I don't write music.
You write lyrics. So I was thinking, maybe we can collaborate, Amy and JC.
Ooh, I could dance to her lyrics.
You could dance to her lyrics. Maybe
I
she
love that
becomes
idea.
the undertone of, kind of like we use Kendra for our credits. Maybe we can combine these two empowered women. And JC does what she sings. Maybe she can create something for Amy. Amy can dance to it, and kind of like a theme of what it is. Instead of us looking for a song that fits Amy, creating a song that fits Amy.
You want to?
I love this idea, Dawn.
You like that? So
Yes, I
we
do.
will introduce. JC, what do you think?
That sounds interesting.
JC's got the voice that is just amazing.
Now, I made a promise to JC, and I'm going to keep my promise. I spoke to Nostalgic America, to Bruce, who actually wants to come on the set. We're going to do a set with him. And I spoke to him because I said to him that I promised that you were going to sing at Meisner Park, and I'm going to keep that promise. As long as the city opens up by January of next year, we're going to put that together. We sort of pushed it off because we want to make sure everything's safe.
It wasn't up to us, but yes.
Exactly, but we are going to schedule it. You're going to hear JC singing out there. And there's a couple of friends that I'm going to add to the mix on this thing because I think I came up with an idea of being able to show people that music and product go hand in hand. And I think it's a very clever way of doing this thing.
We're going to create a song for Amy. JC, you have another song for us?
I do, actually.
All
I
right,
did
girls,
want to
JC's
mention.
going to take us out. What are we going to sing?
Well, I wanted to mention, the other night I did a show called MetroZoom.com where I did a cabaret show, actually, and it was like really like being part of having an interactive audience, kind of like this, where I get to see you. It was really wonderful. And there's so much meaning behind certain songs. When I was talking to Freddie the other day, this song, we were talking about how we don't want to lose touch with one another, even though we can't see each other in person, that we don't want you to forget about. I don't want you to forget about me, and I don't want to forget about you. So basically, that's what the song really talks about. So it's don't forget me.
Don't forget me.
That's
We'll
what I
take-
told her. I said, where the hell you been? You forgot all about me. She
So we'll
said,
take
"No,
her
no."
out. She'll take us out to commercial break. When we come back,
Listen
we're going
up.
to talk to Patricia from Dutch Designs and bring flowers into your week. So many great things. All right, the music of JC Dreesen.
They thought they could dispose of me. They tried to make me small. I suffered each indignity, but now rise above it all. Yes, the price I paid was all I had, but at last I found release. And if something good can come from bad, the past can rest in peace. So if you see someone's hurt and in need of a hand, you don't forget me. Or hear a melody crying from some baby grand, you don't forget me. When you sing happy birthday to someone you love, or say diamond you wish for free, please say that you won't. I pray that you don't forget me. Forget every man who I ever met, 'cause they only live to control. For a kiss they paid 1,000, yet they paid 50 cents for my soul. They took their piece, the price of fame, and no one can repay. Oh, but they didn't buy me when they bought my name, and that is why I pray that when you see someone's hurt and in need of a hand, don't forget me. Or hear a melody crying from some baby grand, you don't forget me. When you sing happy birthday to someone you love, I say diamond you wish for free. Please say that you won't, I pray that you don't forget me. There are some in this world who have strength on their own, never broken, no need of repair. There are some born to shine who can do alone, so protect them and take special care. Take care. And don't forget me. Please take care. And don't forget me. When you look to the heavens with someone you love, and the light shining bright from above, hope you see my face there, and then offer a prayer, and please let me be, let me be that star.
His abilities as a dry cleaner are so undeniable, Dry Clean Only tags have his phone number printed on the back. Stubborn stains sometimes call him late at night just to apologize. His pickup and delivery service is so fast, his vans have pit crews. He is the most interesting dry cleaner in the world.
You don't always dry clean, but when you do, use A&T Dry Cleaners. Stay dirty, my friends.
As the coronavirus pandemic continues to run its course, Paramount Property Maintenance is offering the community a helping hand. Introducing the COVID-19 Action Disinfecting Plan, a one-of-a-kind procedure that will effectively clean and disinfect your business or place of residence. Paramount Property Maintenance has years of experience in dealing with biological contaminants, and their methods are proven to be more reliable and more extensive than any janitorial or cleaning service in South Florida. The COVID-19 Action Procedure features the use of hospital-grade disinfectant recommended by the CDC, as well as a highly trained sanitation team that will make sure every surface in the room receives proper treatment. Contact Paramount Property Maintenance today at 305-761-8191 to make your home or workplace COVID-19 free.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events they might have coming up.
Pizza District is the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. They have amazing deals, great food, and an even better customer connection. Their owner, Nico, runs the friendliest and cleanest pizzeria for miles around. With their pizza made with whole wheat, gluten-free, cauliflower crust, and traditional New York style, you can't go wrong. Plus all the extras like salad and chicken wings. They are a family-run business with a great atmosphere. Call today to order your pizza and tell them the Brooklyn Cafe sent you at 561-961-4163. That's 561-961-4163 for Pizza District, the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Charlotte says JC is her
Sounds like.
favorite.
She's amazing.
Yes.
Music of JC Dreesen. Welcome back on a fabulous, a packed Friday afternoon. Before we actually end the day, I want to get over to Patricia Dutch. That was the beautiful music of JC. I don't know if JC's still with us, but JC, that was spectacular.
Thank you so much.
And
I
Amy
love you
loves
guys.
your voice. Steve, the mojitos, everyone is enjoying. Everyone's ready to kick back, ready for the weekend. I think it's a great segment, Steve, that we do on Fridays, sponsored by Gubba Rum, because everyone is a little bit ready to
You have to relax.
roll into the weekend.
And Steve, I got something for you. After we talk to Patricia, I got something I want you to look at. Something that is spectacular. I like to put Gubba's name on this piece, but let's get to Patricia
I don't even
first.
know what you're thinking. I'm a
You
little
watch.
scared, is all I can say. We got Patricia Dutch of Dutch Designs with us with the most beautiful flowers. So they brought them the other day, and I tried, in my lack of information on roses, I picked a name. I called them silver bells. She goes, they are not silver bells. They are what?
Ocean Song.
Ocean Song. They're the most spectacular roses, Patricia.
They're
The aroma, because smell is not such a pretty word when it comes to these roses. Amazing.
It is, and like you say, the aroma is beautiful, and this is very, very strange color of the roses. We have like probably 8 different varieties of lavender roses, but this is the more difficult color to find out. The Ocean Sun, they're beautiful, they smell. You know, it's just, Freddie, do you believe in love in the first sign?
No.
No? Well, that is what it means, lavender.
I think that's
Love
a
in the
magic
first
spell.
sign.
I think that is a magic spell.
It's magic too, but that's
It's
what
that frequency that makes your mind melt.
But the meaning of the lavender roses is
Love at first sight?
in the first sight.
Really?
And you know
You
what is-
believe in love at first
I
sight?
do.
You do?
I
How many
do.
times did you fall in love in the first
One,
sight?
and I married the guy 2.5 months after.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Love at first sight.
Brian, you believe in love at first sight? Yes. You do? Oh my God,
see?
I'm like in the
With
minority.
who?
We
We
know
need to
that.
change
With
your
Amy
chip.
goes with whom?
Amy.
Who, Ron?
Amy, you remember love in the first sight? It's a tea. We used to drink it in the day, remember?
Well, I do believe. And you know what is good also, the lavender roses, when you, in the very beginning of a relationship, when you cannot just send red roses because it's new, you're not maybe sure that with the right one, so the lavender roses are the best.
And I had a feeling when you sent them, because you're very intuitive and you're
Yes.
just finishing up this course, and I wanted to ask you, because you send fresh flowers here every week from Dutch Designs. DUCH without the T if you're looking, and deliver in Tri-County area everywhere. What were you thinking when you chose those roses to send here?
What is the lavender rose, you mean?
Yes.
Well, you know, it's not only for love, it's also for wonder, it's also for responsibility, and it's just sending someone like, you know, maybe your kids can grab your heart too, you know? So anyone that you really love and you want to then know how important is this person in your life, lavender roses are the best.
Now, there's something that I used to call get out of the doghouse flowers.
Get out what?
Get out of the doghouse flowers. Remember that?
Yes, get out of the doghouse. So when Freddie would be in trouble,
when you're in trouble,
what do you have to send to your significant other to get out of the doghouse? So you're not sleeping outside.
When my boys are out of in the dog, and people used to write to me, Patricia.
Really?
They used to say, Freddie, I'm in trouble. What's the flower of the week?
I'm thinking you
there
can
you
like
have.
poison
Get out of
ivy.
the Get out of the doghouse flowers.
Right.
Look at Steve laughing. Steve, you know what I'm talking about.
You do. You bet.
Yes, you bet.
Because we always, Ron, do we always put our foot in our mouth? Always, right? We're never right. We're always wrong. These are very soothing. I gotta admit, she put them here, and she says, "Do you smell that?" I go, "I don't smell that."
They came in. I said, "They smell amazing."
The
He said,
whole,
I don't smell anything.
the
What's
whole
wrong with
place.
you?
But I didn't want to say that because it sort of like
Yeah,
mellows
well,
you
I
out.
never have a request for that kind of flower arrangement. I know I have like requests for like when people got a fight and they're like, you know, I'm sorry flowers. So they try to make the most happy flowers, you know, bouquet.
Get out of the doghouse.
Get out
Most
of the-
men live in a doghouse.
You know what? I may have to add those to my website.
I think you
Sounds
should
funny.
add it. And her flowers are so beautiful.
You'd be surprised how many guys would buy get out of the doghouse flowers because we are always in the doghouse.
It's a great
That
idea,
is funny,
actually.
right? It's funny.
The funny thing is, every week she sends something else. How many more weeks do you have in your coursework?
How many we what?
You're almost finished with your healing with the flowers?
Yes. I have like 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks, yeah.
And what is the top tip?
The top tip, well, it's coming like flowers healing therapy.
And
Flowers healing therapy.
We talked about we're going to set it up so you can make your own flowers and
Yes.
your own healing therapy.
Yes.
And everything has a different frequency for people that are sick,
Yes.
love, divorce. I mean, it's all there.
Flower arrangement. Actually, people have asked us when we're going to put this together. For you to bring in your flowers, we're going to lay them out on a 6-foot table or 2 of them.
Yes.
And we'll come up with a price, so everyone comes in, and whatever the price that Patricia puts forward is, you make your own arrangement, kind of what resonates with you, and you'll
Yes.
explain the different flowers, the different frequencies, and why we pick what we pick.
And everybody's been asking about that, but I told them we have to wait until phase 2 because we're still not there.
Right.
We want to do it safely.
We're at
Now,
1.5 ASLIC.
But we found out that they're having the meeting on Tuesday.
Well, let me tell you this. Before the pandemic, I have, attend a Meissner Park on those green market, and I have a flower bar. So what I did is I have a different bucket of each flowers, so people come and pick the flowers they like the most and making their own bouquet.
And
yeah, so it's like really different thing because sometimes if you go to the supermarket or any other place, you need to buy the whole bunch. So in this case, you can just buy 1 or 2 for each one, or your favorite flowers to mix together. And people love it, the idea. So I'm making like $20 for 10 stems and up.
Patricia, I want you to hang out here because there's a gentleman by the name of Kenny Love, and he's watching.
She knows Ken Lehrman.
Oh,
I was
you know
actually.
Ken? Oh, you know Ken?
Yeah, I know Ken.
The
yes.
flower man.
Yes.
The love god. He's going to come up with some kind of bouquet of the week.
I love him.
Because
He's
he
like
went out, he bought 48 roses, and he gave it out to people at Whole Foods. And everybody was like, and it's funny because I went with Double R, I went to Walmart, and I said thank you to the workers of Walmart. You should have seen, I was surrounded. I mean, he'll tell you, he says, how the hell did you do that?
But I would love for him
saw
to
his
partner
post.
with you.
I saw his post on Facebook. That was
Well, he's
really
on his
nice
way
for
here.
you, Ken.
He's on his way here. Because he
nice.
does a show here at 3 o'clock.
Oh, great.
So you could meet
I
him,
love him. Yeah.
which is a nice piece.
That's what he said about you. I said, I need to connect you with Patricia of Dutch Designs because every week he gets between 4 and 6 dozen roses and he brings them here.
Beautiful.
And I said, why not bring them to Patricia? And he said he would absolutely, he thought that was a fantastic idea.
Absolutely.
We have all the ingredients. Hey, Steve, how would you like to have Meisner Park when everything is settled? 6,000 people. You have JC singing. We got Jesse Campo singing. We have Kendra singing. Wait, come on.
Her middle name is Erica.
We're going to have some entertainment in between the sets. Maybe we have the dancing author. We're going to have flowers on the set. We're going to have food on the set. I'm going to make Meisner Park Amphitheater my second home. And this is going to be my resolution. I'm starting it early.
You should, because
I am.
2020 has been such a wonderful year. I think we should roll right into 2021 right now.
2020 has been a year of challenge, but it's showing us, think about this. Whatever has gone wrong goes wrong. You ever heard that saying, what's going to go wrong goes wrong? Man, there's only one way up. You can't, hurricane is probably the last straw in this piece. After that, we're all in this together. We're going to rise and be bigger. But look at everything that we have accomplished.
In one studio, one place, if they can ever say one person doesn't make a difference, they are so wrong, because we
got
bring a
multiple
village.
studios. You got New York, you got Boston.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
What?
They want a satellite studio in Jupiter.
They want a satellite studio
That
in
happened
Jupiter.
this morning.
But I got something for Steve. Hey, Teddy, come on out here. I got something I want you to look
her to
at.
come out here?
Because I want her. Teddy, come out here.
She's running the board. She's coming. We're on autopilot
I
now,
got
guys. We don't know
something.
what's gonna
Before
happen.
this started, I asked everybody out there what we could do. Get in front of that camera over there. And where's your straw? Okay. And I asked, how can we drink anything? How can we drink anything without a straw put into the mask? Show them what you got there, baby.
I have from Pop Pastel Clothing, run by my good friend Jennifer. There was an interview on Teddy Unscripted, and I have to put the mic down to do it.
So what this does, it opens up. There's a Velcro piece. It opens up. You put the straw in the hole to have your drink, and then you seal it right back up.
And it goes in the mask. I want to put Gubba rum on it, Steve.
Brilliant.
Amy, you need one of those?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you, if I had 1,000 of those, Steve, I would sell them out today.
I have one.
You have one?
People that I wear to the liquor stores when I go in.
Does it have a hole in it?
straw?
It doesn't have a hole in it. It wasn't made with that in mind. But we can work that out. We can take the artwork from a shirt and put it on the front of a mask. Very easy to do.
Simple.
I mean, the amazing thing here is that straw, it has a cup to it, so it seals. When you put the straw in and you take it out, it seals, and it's safe. And it has a filter, that mask, yes?
Unbelievable.
So all of a sudden, you can actually go and have a cocktail or two, or maybe three, and have it through a straw, and never remove the mask.
And it has a little hole so you can change out and clean the filter in it. It has adjustable little things on the ears so you can fit it to your face. And Jen, who runs Pop Pastel Clothing, has a whole bunch of fabrics. So I'm sure she would love to do something with Gubba rum on it.
Absolutely,
And
because
she also has different sizes. So you could do a boba straw. She has different sizes of straw holes.
That's right, because we're going to open up. What's the name of the bar?
Casamia.
No. What's the name of the bar?
Boozy.
Cafe Boozy.
Cafe Boozy, brought to you by Gubba Rum. We're going to set it up in the corner. We are all in on this deal because you know something? Steve, on a Friday and in New York City, you got to have a drink and say, you know what?
You finished that.
It's been a long, it has been a long.
Mia, he finished that drink.
It's been a long week. 35 productions, over 8 commercials, 10 commercials
We're not done yet today.
Now, we ain't still finished, but you know, you got your good friend Steve.
That is funny.
You have the author here, the singing, the dancing author. You have Patricia on here. You got tunes from New York. What more can you ask for?
But a great Friday.
That's just the way to end the week.
House is full.
Patricia, how do people find you and your beautiful designs?
Okay, they can go to their website, www.dutchdesignseventplanning.com. You can contact me by phone at 516-444-2072, and I also have a Facebook business page, Dutch Designs.
Dutch Designs, D-U-C-H Designs, always spectacular. And people are asking now when your flowers get delivered, They always have a mask on. They always have gloves on. They knock. Very professional. They leave it. He's been taking the old ones back to you. You refill the vases and then we bring them back. So a new sponsor of the Brooklyn Cafe Show is Dutch Design.
A lot of fun with that. And remember, it's all about the frequency, healing, and did I say get out of the doghouse?
Good energy.
Fantastic energy. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Wait a minute, you're not done.
Drinks to you.
You're not done.
Why am I not
What
done?
about the book?
I'm going to go to that.
Well, you're saying goodbye.
Not yet. You didn't let me finish.
This
Can
is
you
what
tell we've been married a long time? And as you're getting your Gubba Rum drink, that you can get more information at gubbarum.com. You can contact us right here at the Brooklyn Cafe, Cafe Boozy. You can ask for Mia or Dina. You also need to go to Amazon.com or AmyMinty.com and get one of these unbelievable books. The latest one for Strip or Gamble. I keep thinking I'm holding a mic, which I'm not.
I'm going to see how many you're going to hold.
There's so many for Strip or Gamble. This is going to be made into a movie. And what you didn't know is book 3, a major florist.
I would like to get the one with the
and that rolls right
flowers
into
later.
book 4 for Sex or Revenge. So
I kind of like that with the knife in the front.
this is the one she thinks I should read first. It's a little
Yeah,
scary.
you should.
AmyMinty.com, Amazon.com. Get your book, put your feet up, make yourself a nice, cool mojito or margarita from Gubba Rum, and give Patricia a call. And if you're in the doghouse, definitely give Dutch Designs
Well,
a
give
call.
me a call. I'll hook you up. JC, do you have something you're going to be doing in the future? You're going to be singing in the future?
Yes,
When?
absolutely. I don't know. Can you hear me without a mic?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, great. I'm
Hold the
actually
mic.
doing- on the mic. Hold on. I had the mic off. All right. hold on. On Sunday, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Sunday, August 9th. I'm already into October. Sunday, August 9th at 7 p.m. I'm doing my own cabaret show, and it is a virtual cabaret show through metropolitanzoom.com. You can just go right online and buy tickets and attend the show, and it's an interactive audience, so I'll be able to see you. And it's going to be Broadway to Hollywood, songs from Broadway to Hollywood, some of my favorite tunes. And being that Broadway is dark here in New York, at least they're talking about till after Labor Day. I thought it would be a perfect time to do some Broadway show tunes and, of course, songs from the cinema, because everybody is like really looking for it. So it's really easy to do. You just go online, metropolitanzoom.com, or you can go on my website, which is jcdreesen.com.
Beautiful music. Can't wait to see you again in person. Have you join us?
I can't wait to see you guys too. I miss
Freddie, you know
Now listen, we're not done.
We
We're
had
not
no
done.
guests
We're not
today.
even close to
We
done.
had no guests today.
We ain't no close to done. Listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to end the show for me. But do you know New York by what's his name?
Frank?
Yeah, by Frankie.
Of course.
I need you to end the show with that because I'm going to tell you something. What I see happening in New York and Brooklyn and everywhere else, it's killing me. It's my town is a mess. It makes me cry every freaking morning. I need you to end the show for me on that note. Can you do that for me?
I absolutely can. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready, Freddie?
Before we
The
do
band
that,
is-
we're going to say thank you. Be safe. Do
Wash
think?
your hands. Be kind to each other,
I love
please.
you guys.
Social distance. Wash your hands. Be cognizant of others around you. Do what you have to do peacefully and safely. And I can't not even thank our crew enough because every week I
Big
say
week.
they bring it, and this week they bring it. They've been working on commercials and sponsors and things up until midnight, and then they're right back at it at 6
And
a.m.
here
with
they
us.
are. They're tired, but they keep going.
So.
And we're going to say, don't be late. We'll see you Saturday. Be safe. We love you. Thank you for listening in. Steve, we love you, brother. We'll talk to you over the weekend. JC, do your thing. I'm going to isolate on you. You're going to end the show. Thank you. I'll call you over the weekend because we're going to do something just for you.
Bye-bye.
Great. Thanks, guys. Great seeing you. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York.
these vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm queen of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it. And I'll be yours if I can. Make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. Oh yeah. I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy. Come on. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find that thing number one, top of the list, queen of the hill, ain't no way. There's a little town blue. I'm melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it. In New York, if I can. Get there, I'll make it. Yes. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York, New York. Thank you so much. Stay safe.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound